Okay everybody, welcome back to Wolfhound Fitness. This is Joe. This is our part 4 of our 5-part mini-series with our flexibility focus to help you come out of lockdown safely as you start to get into higher volume training again. We need to ensure that we're prioritizing our recovery and our mobility so that we're not going to break down. Okay. Another lower back and hip focus here now, 10 minutes, we'll jump straight into it. Again, you can do these at any time of the day, first thing in the morning, last thing at night, before or after your training. Even if you just have a bit of spare time on your hands, you're feeling a bit stiff, get down on the floor, get one of the videos done, you're going to feel some benefit from it. Okay, you need a band for this. Okay, band if possible, if not, a belt or a tie or even a towel is going to do. So if you need to pause the video and go grab that, okay, pause it now, go grab it, and then come back and we're going to get started. That's all you're going to need, you're not going to need anything else. Alright, okay, so jumping straight down into it, just get my timer going again, trying to keep them close to 10 minutes. Jump straight down the floor, just going to roll out the back to start off. Tuck yourself into a nice tight ball and just go for 10 rolls. Keeping your chin tucked in so that you obviously don't hit the ground behind you. You might just get a couple of cracks out of your back to help you start loosening up. There's one for me, and another little one. Coming all the way up onto your feet. Okay, and calling that there, that's probably in around 10. Lying back then now with your hands by your side. Window wiping those knees, trying to get your knees all the way to the floor. So again, possibly getting a couple of cracks out of your back. Just go for 10. Starting to feel a little stretch there in my lower back now. Try and keep your chest and shoulders square to the ceiling. Alright, and sitting up, it's probably going to be roughly 10 there. Okay, continuing with the mobilization, trying to get some cracks out of ourselves. We're going to go face down now with our hands by our side at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock with the back of our hand on the ground, and we're going to be going for 20 reps here. It's going to be 10 each side, trying to get your toe to your opposite hand. So you can watch me here now for a couple of reps and then join in. So, like I said, hands are out to the side, 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, feet are behind you, and you're going to go to opposite hand, and pause for a second. There's a couple of cracks in each position. That's 4. So I'm going for 20. Again, if you can hold your toe, if you can get to grab your toe, just hold it for a second so that you get a further stretch. And try and keep the spare foot back down at the 6 o'clock position where it is. So, nice and easy now. We're going for 20 reps. And if you can grab your foot, grab it and just hold it for a split second, and you're going to get a further stretch there around that hip flex when you pull it. Again, hands facing up. And I'd say that's me in and around done. Okay, so going to flip over onto your back. Hopefully some of you got some nice cracks there out of your back. Like I said, if you're able to get your hand onto, or able to get your foot into your hand and hold it for a second, you would have felt a nice stretch there at the front of your hip flexor as well. But even just doing that movement, really nice release for your lower back. We're going to flip over and do the exact opposite. Okay, and again, if you can grab your foot for a second, hold it, you're going to get a nice stretch in the back of your hip now and around the glute area. Again, we're going to go for 20 and we're going to take our time. So we're face up now. Again, hands at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Trying to get to the hand and hold it for a second. Bring it back and hold it just for a second. So 20 reps. If you don't make it to your hand, again, don't panic. Just get in the general vicinity as close as possible. You're still going to get benefit from this. Keeping the leg as straight as possible. Again, it's all back here now, back in my hip and my glute area, starting to feel it. And we're going for 20, just taking your time. The spare foot should stay again down at 6 o'clock. Keep that spare foot back down there. Try not to let it move too much as you bring the hand up to the foot up to the opposite hand. And I am turning slightly to look at my hand as I go. You can just stay looking up at the ceiling, or if you want to turn your head as you reach, that's fine, but keep both hands on the ground at all times. Finishing off your 20. That's roughly me done there. Okay, we're going to flick over and we're going to get into some cat-cows. Okay, so we're going to go for 20 reps. It's going to take you a minute or so to get through them. Pause in each position for a second, just trying to breathe so that you stay nice and relaxed. Okay, so getting comfortable on your hands and knees. Try and always control the movement from here, from your pelvis. Okay, so this is me rolling my pelvis underneath me, and then this is me rolling it back as far behind. So try and become aware of what's actually going on down here, okay, your pelvis, rather than just your upper back. I suppose your neck is where people might get carried away with focusing on. It's down here that really matters, okay? So create that arch, roll that in underneath as much as possible, squeeze your stomach, chin is into your chest and hold it. And then now try and start from here, roll it back. And now turn your neck up to the ceiling, just take a breath and relax. And go back now again, try and start from there. So 20 reps, that's only 2 done for me. Try to create as much of an arch as you can in each position. Breathing nice and steady. Gradually feeling that arch become more exaggerated as you get into them. So again, really aware of the roll of the pelvis here. And just at this position here, I'm squeezing my core right down into my pelvic floor as tight as possible to ensure that I brought that as far forward as possible. And just in each position I'm taking a breath to help myself relax, okay? It's easy when we're trying to exaggerate these stretches that we get a bit too uptight and hold our breath. So just pause in each position allows you to refocus. Just picturing yourself from the side. You can really visualize the arch in your back from the side. Picturing yourself and trying to exaggerate it as much as possible. Again, that pause just to get your breath every time. And starting the movement from your pelvis where you can. Start that roll back and then let the rest of the spine follow. Okay, roughly around the 20 done there. Just feel my back, around my QL, between my glute and my lower back. Nice pull on it there. So I'm just going to hit my glutes to finish off. I'll do it again from this position so you can see it quite easily. Just going to hold for about 45 seconds each side. Bring your knee up, tuck your hand in behind the knee, grab the foot and now pull it across. And let's hold that position there now. We'll hold it for about 45 seconds before we swap sides. Looking up to the ceiling, breathing nice and easy. I'm trying to keep my chest and shoulders square facing forward. Don't roll all the way onto your side like so. Okay, try your best to keep your back pretty flat and you're looking up to the ceiling. So I'm pulling that knee nice and tight to my chest. I'm pulling the foot pretty close to the ground. Nice stretch here now around this glute, just holding that. And we'll come out of that now nice and easy and swap sides. So again, knee comes up, hand goes behind the knee, grab the foot and pull it down to your side. And there we go. I'm just going to move my foot slightly. If you look at my foot here, just going to move that in and out slightly. I can feel slightly different stretches around the glute depending the position of the foot. So knee is tight to the body, foot is being pulled towards the floor. And a couple of deep breaths now, letting them out slow. Now when this is sink in a bit further. And come out of that nice and easy. And we are going to call it there. Again, just might be a little bit lightheaded getting up off the floor. Take a couple of deep breaths. Just over the 10 minutes again. That is part 4 done. Again, all of these drills and stretches that I do, for example, if I'm doing 20 reps, there's no reason you can't do 30 or 40. If I'm holding a stretch for a minute, there's no reason you can't hold it for 2 minutes. So if you've enjoyed that, you felt good from it, but you want a little bit more, you can do this again another day and just pause the video if you want to hold a particular stretch a little bit longer, or do a few extra reps, that's no problem. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that. Last part coming up soon, that's part 4. And thanks very much, enjoy your training, we'll talk to you soon.